Last night, someone opened their English notebook, read the same sentence 3 times, and thought, maybe English just isn't for me.
They closed the book. They felt small, slow, and, honestly, ready to quit completely.
If you've ever felt that exact moment, stay with us, because today's episode might change how you see that feeling forever.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Flow podcast. I'm so happy you're here with us today.
Hey there! And today isn't a grammar lesson. It's something we think a lot of learners quietly need to hear.
We're talking about why English feels hard sometimes, and why that hard feeling doesn't mean you're failing at all.
By the end of this episode, you'll understand why struggling is actually a sign of growth, not a sign that you should give up.
So here's the question for you. Have you ever had a day where you wanted to completely quit learning English? Tell us in the comments.
We really want to know because almost every single learner has had that exact moment, even the ones who seem confident now.
And if this episode helps you, please like this video and subscribe to English Flow Podcast so you don't miss what comes next.
I think almost every learner has this moment where they quietly wonder if they're just not built for languages, and it's a heavier feeling than people admit.
It really is. And honestly, that moment doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It usually just means you're right in the middle of the hard part.
Exactly. So today, let's slow down and talk through that feeling, honestly, without any pressure attached to it.
All right, let's start with why learning English can feel so exhausting sometimes, even when you're doing everything right. Think about exercise for a second. If you lift a very light weight, your muscles don't change at all, but when the weight feels heavy, your muscles actually grow.
English works exactly the same way. When you listen and don't understand everything, that's not failure, that's training.
A wise teacher once said something worth remembering. When learning feels hard, your brain is working. If it feels easy all the time, you're not growing.
That reframes the whole struggle completely. The discomfort you feel isn't proof you're bad at English, it's proof your brain is actively building something new.
Here's something else worth knowing. Your English doesn't disappear when you forget a word the next day. It's simply sleeping, and every time you practice, you wake it up a little more.
Many learners think, I'm not fluent yet, so I'm failing. But that thought is genuinely dangerous, because learning was never about today alone.
The better question is, am I better than I was last month or last year? If the answer is yes, you're winning, even on the days that felt slow.
So, to summarize this section, difficulty is a sign of growth, not failure, and progress is measured over months, never over one single day.
There's something freeing about that idea, too. If hard days actually mean you're growing, then a hard day isn't a warning sign. It's just part of the process working correctly.
Now, let's build on that with something almost every learner struggles with: fear and the mistakes that come with speaking anyway. Fear of speaking, fear of wrong grammar, fear of people laughing, these stop so many learners before they even really begin.
But here's a different way to see it. Fear means you care. If English didn't matter to you, you simply wouldn't feel afraid of it.
That's such a different way to think about it. So fear isn't actually a bad sign at all.
No, fear is a sign of growth. Most people remember their very first real English conversation, shaking hands, a racing heart, and afterward, genuine pride.
That pride is waiting on the other side of fear for every learner who keeps going, even with a shaky voice.
There's another fear worth mentioning here too: accent. So many learners feel embarrassed about how they sound.
But an accent simply means you speak more than one language. That's not a weakness. That's genuinely something to be proud of.
Your accent tells a story of effort and courage. It's proof of everything you've already learned, not something to hide.
Let's talk about mistakes too, because they're often treated like something shameful, when really they're teachers. Here's a simple example. Someone once said, "I am very boring today," when they actually meant, "I am bored." A small mix-up, a little embarrassing in the moment.
But did they learn from it? Absolutely, and they never forgot it again. Mistakes stay in your memory longer than perfect sentences ever do.
If you never make mistakes, you're staying in the easy zone, and the easy zone feels safe, but you simply don't grow there.
Here's a quick practice activity. Say one English sentence out loud right now, even quietly, even alone in your room. Then smile because you tried.
First tip, expect the fear to show up. That's normal. Second tip, speak anyway. Third tip, treat every mistake as information, not failure.
We'd love for you to write one sentence you're proud of trying in the comments below.
So, to review, fear proves you care, and mistakes are simply proof that you're actually trying, not signs that something is wrong with you.
Now let's move to the third part of today's journey, building consistency and knowing the real difference between resting and quitting.
This connects directly to everything so far, because even the right mindset needs a realistic, repeatable habit behind it.
So many people say, "I don't have time for English." They work, they have families, they feel genuinely tired, and that's completely understandable.
Here's some simple advice. Don't look at the whole mountain, just look at one step. 5 minutes is enough, and 5 minutes is always better than 0.
Listen to one short audio clip, read one paragraph, learn one single word. On hard days, don't run, just don't stop completely.
That distinction matters so much. It's like walking in the rain, slow, a little uncomfortable, but you're still genuinely moving forward.
Let's also talk about tired days specifically, because tired doesn't mean lazy, and that difference matters enormously.
If you didn't study today, that doesn't mean you failed. You rested, and rest is part of learning, exactly like charging a phone before using it again.
A tired brain genuinely cannot learn well. So on tired days, try something small, like listening to easy English for 1 minute, or just thinking in English briefly.
Consistency matters far more than intensity. 5 honest minutes every day beats 1 exhausting hour that you never repeat again.
There's another shift worth making here too, thinking of time as your partner instead of your enemy. Many learners quietly fight against time, feeling frustrated by how long progress takes.
But learning was never a straight line. Some days go up, some days go down, and some days feel completely flat. And all of that is genuinely normal.
Flat days can make people doubt themselves, thinking nothing is happening, but something usually is happening quietly, beneath the surface, even when you can't feel it yet.
Here's a quick practice activity. Choose one tiny English action for today, something so small it feels almost impossible to skip. First tip, keep it small enough to actually do on your worst day. Second tip, don't judge rest as failure. Third tip, return tomorrow, even if today was flat.
So to review this section, small, consistent steps beat big, inconsistent efforts, and resting is never the same thing as quitting.
Before we move on, here's one more thought worth holding on to. On hard days, it helps to remember your original reason for learning English in the first place.
Maybe it's your job, maybe it's travel, maybe it's confidence, or maybe it's simply wanting to connect with more people in the world.
That reason, your personal why, matters far more than any single mistake you'll ever make along the way.
Now let's talk about the mistakes most learners make when they're struggling, so you can recognize them in yourself too. We've felt some of these ourselves, clearly, so don't worry, this is completely normal and very common.
Mistake number 1, deciding your whole future based on one tired, difficult day. A single hard day doesn't define your entire journey.
A better habit is waiting until you feel calmer before making any big decisions about quitting. Tired thoughts are rarely true thoughts.
Give yourself permission to feel discouraged tonight and simply revisit the decision tomorrow with a clearer, calmer mind.
Mistake number 2. Comparing your English to native speakers who grew up surrounded by the language their entire lives.
That comparison is genuinely unfair. Your English is international English. It doesn't need to sound native. It just needs to be clear and honest.
Native speakers never had to learn English as a second language the way you're doing right now. The comparison was never fair to begin with.
Mistake number 3, waiting to feel confident before you're willing to speak at all.
Confidence actually comes after action, not before it. You speak first, and then confidence slowly follows behind you.
Mistake number 4, treating rest as evidence that you failed, instead of recognizing it as a genuinely necessary part of learning.
A tired brain simply can't absorb new information well. Rest isn't the opposite of progress. It's part of how progress actually works.
Mistake number 5, staying quiet out of fear of sounding wrong, instead of speaking imperfectly but genuinely.
We really want you to know, simple English spoken bravely is stronger than perfect English never spoken at all.
Here's one more. Mistake number 6, believing that feeling alone in this struggle means something's uniquely wrong with you.
Millions of people are learning English right now, feeling that exact same fear, that exact same frustration, and that exact same quiet hope you're feeling.
So remember these 6 points. Don't judge your journey by one hard day. Don't compare yourself to native speakers. Don't wait for confidence to start speaking. Don't treat rest as failure. Speak even when it feels imperfect. And remember, you're never struggling alone.
Now let's move into some interactive practice together.
This activity is called Reframe the Thought. We'll give you a discouraging thought, and you'll choose the more accurate, kinder version.
Situation 1. A. I'm not fluent, so I'm failing. B. Am I better than I was last month? If yes, I'm winning. Which one is more accurate?
If you said B, you're exactly right. Progress is measured over time, never over a single difficult moment.
Situation 2. I didn't study today, I failed. B. I rested today, and rest is part of learning. The more accurate choice is B.
Situation 3. A. I must sound like a native speaker. B. My English needs to be clear and honest, not native. The more accurate choice is B.
Situation 4. I'll speak once I feel confident enough. B. I'll speak now and confidence will follow. The more accurate choice is B.
Situation 5. I made a mistake, so I'm bad at English. B. I made a mistake, and I'll remember this lesson longer than a perfect sentence. The more accurate choice is B.
Situation 6. No one understands how hard this is for me. B. Millions of learners feel exactly this, and we're all figuring it out together. The more accurate choice is B.
Great job if you got those right. And if you didn't, that's completely fine too. This is exactly how real progress happens. Here's your challenge. Say one English sentence out loud today. Just one, even quietly, even just to yourself in a mirror.
Then notice how it feels afterwards. That small, brave moment matters far more than it seems in the moment itself.
And if today genuinely feels heavy, that's completely okay too. Put English down gently, but please pick it up again tomorrow.
You are stronger than you think, even on the days you don't feel it at all. Progress happens quietly, even when it's hard to notice in the moment.
Wow, what an episode. Let's quickly review everything we covered today.
We learned that struggling with English is actually a sign of growth, and that progress should be measured over months, not single days.
We also learned that fear proves you care, and that mistakes are teachers, not evidence that something's wrong with you.
And we covered building consistency through small steps and understanding that rest is never the same thing as quitting.
You should be really proud of yourself for making it through this whole episode. That alone shows you haven't given up.
So, here's a question to think about. What's one tiny English step you'll take today, even if today feels heavy.
Maybe it's 5 minutes of listening, or maybe it's simply one sentence said out loud, even if your voice shakes a little.
Whatever it is, please like this video, share it with someone who's learning English and might need this today, and subscribe to English Flow Podcast so you don't miss our next episode.
You are not slow and you are not failing. You are learning, and learning simply takes time.
Every fluent speaker you admire started with one small, imperfect sentence, just like the one you might say today. Keep going, rest when you need to, but please don't quit.
Millions of learners are walking this exact same path with you, one word at a time. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We really appreciate you. See you next time.